Hi, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to build using the micro home and tiny home, but cheating it so you can have more tiles. So you could see that there was 32 tiles, it's not a lot. So in order to be able to do this, if you join a room up, you can see it creates tiles. Now you can actually do this where you drag and click a wall in like so, and that actually, it counts as a room. If you put a roof on it, I don't think the weather affects it, but you have to have at least one of those things, one of the bits of like the room to be a room, if that makes sense, in order to put a roof on it, so like this. Otherwise the game doesn't see it as a room. So this is a really good way to cheat tiles. So you can see that that's only 9 tiles, but actually it's a lot more. But you can see that the floor actually goes kind of like a different colour, you can see the differences, and I think I put some lights in to show you. So you have to be quite careful what flooring you're using, because that's the only kind of glitch about it, is that this sees it as being outside, the bluey bit, because of the lighting and the way the room works in the game. So you can see that if you build quite a big house, it's obviously going to be not a micro home. So here I'm just showing you how I actually managed to build a pretty decent home. I think it had 2 bedrooms, and it actually was, I think it was a micro home in the end, or did I make it tiny home? I can't remember. Yeah, so it's kind of cheaty and it's kind of annoying to actually do, and roof and everything, but obviously for gameplay, you get the, I think it's double skill gain, and then with plants, do they grow twice as quick or something like that? Either way, it's ridiculously good, especially for legacy challenges, baby challenges, all that sort of stuff. So I think in terms of the actual rooms, I think the only room is the room at the front, which ends up being the bathroom. And then I kind of want to say that maybe one of the bedrooms ends up being a room. I'm not actually sure. But yeah, basically in order to enclose all of this, you can see you have to click and drag all the walls in. You can't just draw it and delete the floor and the ceiling, because the game still sees it as a room, and still counts the tiles. So you have to, yeah, drag all the walls in. So you can see I'm trying to floor plan. Which is a lot harder when you have to drag the walls, because then you know how you can kind of adjust the rooms. You can't really do that. You have to drag all the walls around again, which is kind of a nightmare. So in order to roof, you have to actually have tiles. So you can see that I'm having to put all the roof pieces on that front section and then drag them across, because you can't just use them above, because the game again doesn't see it as rooms, it just sees it as walls. So, and obviously if you put the floor tiles down as if to make it a room, obviously you're making it a room, so it's not going to count. So roofing this was kind of a nightmare, to be honest, but yeah, you don't just have, you can make all sorts of different houses. I have started trying to make a kind of a muck mansion, it's not quite a mansion, but could be, doing this, and it's kind of a nightmare. But yeah, like I said, you can have these ridiculously fancy homes but still get the tile home cheats. So especially if you have when you get to Gen 3 or Gen 4 of legacy challenges, obviously they have more money than the first gen, so you kind of want a bigger house, and you can still use this tile cheat. So I think this house, I ended up using quite a lot of Moschino stuff, I think that's how you say it, I literally have no idea. And yeah, it ended up being kind of quite modern. I've seen people do this. I actually saw Lil Simsy do this with I think it was more a kind of a traditional suburban. And yeah, it's a really cool trick because you can really maximize the space. So here I'm just painting it all. You can see I skipped some of the roofing and kind of floor planning and all that sort of stuff, because it takes a while. So you can see they do look kind of dark and weird on the inside, but once you've got the lights in, it's okay. I mean, the wallpaper seems to be okay. I'm not sure why the flooring goes so weird. It's the room system thing, but I'm not really sure why the walls end up looking the same as they do on the outside. I know it looks a bit brighter with the lights, but once you've got the windows in, it looks about the same. So you can see the floor colours, although they're the same swatch, look completely different on the inside and the outside. So you have to be quite careful with it, because they can look quite blue. So sometimes getting more of the orange tone woods and stuff can actually make it look more normal. You can see the complete difference in the floor tiles. I was trying to find a nice tile that didn't look too blue, but I think in the end I just went with a black one. I didn't go with that one. I don't know why I'm trying the marbles. Yeah, it's quite difficult. That one actually looked okay. I know it looks a bit blue tone, but it actually ended up working quite well. And yeah, so in order to fiddle it around again, you have to drag the walls in. It's kind of a nightmare, but it's so worth it, especially when you get all the perks. And then yeah, here's the finished house. So ignore the lights on the outside. I've actually been playing in this house with some Sims. So yeah, so you can see all the inside, it looks like a normal house, but I think it's actually a micro home, I'm fairly sure. So yeah, the bathroom is the only real room. The only glitch that I found with this is that the Sims, because I've got counters in the bathroom, when they're cooking they go to use the counter in the bathroom rather than the kitchen, because I think the bathroom counts as a real room, but that's the only thing, and that might just be a weird glitch. I've only had it happen in this house, so I'm not sure, but yeah, you can see quite a big house. We've got like a little photo studio, bedroom, you can see all the like children in like one room, like big parent room, like massive pool, other fenced in area. Again, when you do the fences, apply the same thing where you like drag the walls in. And yeah, that's that. So I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.